Well, thank you for more people that know and understand what happens and what goes on with our land and our water, the better off we are, I think. We have a chance to be able to give our legislators better direction. Hopefully they'll take it. Hopefully they'll take it.
Hopefully they will listen.
So they don't have to
Thank
make any kind of environmental impact study?
Oh yes, absolutely. We're waiting right now. They basically what the process is that when they come in to establish a farm like this, the state will require an environmental impact report from the farm. They compile what they think is information that what the farm will do to impinge how it will impinge on the environment. They'll file that with the state. The state will then go through it, assay what has been said by the company, and they will in turn publish an environmental impact statement, which is their interpretation of what's going on, of both what the farm has to say using their indicators and using indicators that the state has on file and has collected. Then they will hold a hearing. We're waiting for the environmental impact statement right now. We're that far along the process.
More like a dozen?
The information has gone from the farm to the state. We're waiting for the state to reply. Once that does occur, they'll hold a public hearing, at which time the public is given a chance 30 days after the state publishes the environmental impact statement. The public then will be able to comment at a public hearing regarding their thoughts and feelings on the content of the state's take on the thing. After that, the state will take that testimony and add it to their own base on that statement and use that in part to determine criteria regarding permitting for the farm. In particular, two things. One, the number the number of wells that the state will allow, and the other indicators regarding the wells, whether it be the amount of water they can draw, when they can draw, things of that nature. And then the second item is a pollution discharge permit, which the state will again apply to the farm regarding the amount of manure that the farm can generate, which in turn means that basically the number of animals that the farm can have, and when and how they can disperse that manure. So after all that's done, then the farm is, I'm not saying free to go, but that's the process.
So what happened to some of these environmental studies on the existing depots? What happened? I mean, obviously bad things have happened since they've been here, so how did that happen? That's the system anyway.
The state system isn't perfect, as no humans is, of course, but I kind of hesitate to answer that, but I would have to say that the DNR has been crippled by the current legislation that's been passed and by the current administration. Many of these people in the DNR are they're deathly afraid for their jobs. Some of them have quit because of ethical reasons, but some of them haven't. And and again, this is just my take on it, but I seriously believe that the application of some of our laws has been very lax, in part because of the fear.
Sure. So that's why you need second senators at the state level to stand up for this.
Yes, sir. Absolutely.
That's why local politics is important.
Absolutely.
Right. We're working to fix that too.
Thank you.
We are doing that.
Thank you. And as am I and all of my cohorts.
Well, thank you for your efforts down here, because it's the kind of science that those people who believe in science follow.
Well, and exactly. We're building a database that can be passed on for generations.
Yeah.
And that's an important thing, in my opinion, too, to think generations ahead in our plan.
Yeah.
You know, I always wondered, how in the hell could they measure the flow of the water? I mean, after seeing this today, it's so damn simple, I can't believe it. All you got to do is read the numbers.
Well, it's way more than that, actually.
Yeah, yeah, you got to know the footage and everything.
Yeah.
It tells you the footage of what.
What I didn't have was the meter that we use. It's an electronic meter that
Yeah.
actually measures the amount of water
That's flowing.
going over it. But again, you take the depth of the water into account
And the width.
for that. Yes,
Yeah.
and the width, those dimensions.
So damn simple. I can't believe it's that simple.
Well,
So you have 4 years of data on this creek here?
yes.
I mean, it's too early to make any determinations in 4 years.
Well, nothing has really occurred in the way of high capacity well usage on the water here yet.
Yeah, but you've seen some natural reoccurrence.
Oh
of
yes,
things,
yeah. You see trends and whatnot, and my cohorts have done a fantastic job of plotting that. They've done some real nice graph work, and over and above what the state asks us to do, in part because of what we're doing with this fight.
Yeah.
But it's a dedication on their part too.
Yeah.
They're two fascinating individuals. I'm honored to be coattailing on them. I'm just beginning.
Well, thanks, man. It was good.
You bet.
Good job.
Good talking with
You've
you.
done a damn good job seeing you're just beginning.
Thanks, Buzz.
I think.